As U.S.-backed rebels face yet another setback in Syria, with Russian airstrikes helping Assad's regime take back an historic town, now two top Republican lawmakers are set to introduce a bill that would stop the United States from buying Russian rockets used by the Pentagon to launch military and spy satellites. One of them is Senator John McCain. He joins us now. He's chairman of the Senate Armed Services Committee. Always a pleasure to speak with you, Senator. Thanks for being here today. So explain your opposition. Why not buy Russian rocket engines?
Because it means hundreds of millions of dollars in Vladimir Putin and his corrupt cronies' pockets. This outfit that we buy them from has on its board people that are known crooks, gangsters, and are subject to American sanctions. But more importantly is the way it happened. The Armed Services Committee, we said no more after a certain period of time. And in the middle of the night, this $1.1 trillion omnibus bill, that we passed after about 48 hours examination, two senators, primarily Senator from Illinois, Senator Durbin, and Senator from Alabama, Senator Shelby, inserted this additional engines to be bought from this Russian mafia without any discussion, without any debate. After, in the open hearings and the bill that we passed, the Armed Services Bill, we had prohibited it. It's the reason why people are angry with Washington. Yeah. You put stuff in the middle of the night in a $1.1 trillion bill that nobody has seen or heard of for the benefit of your hometown. Why Illinois and Alabama? In Illinois, that's the headquarters of Boeing, and in Alabama is where they do the launches. Was the classic pork barreling, and now it's going to put, we're going to try to stop it, and I think we can, but it's going to put hundreds of millions of dollars in the pockets of Vladimir Putin and his cronies. It is disgraceful.
Well, to be fair, Senator Durbin is saying that nothing was done in secret, that Congress knew about it when the vote took place. And he says without these Russian rocket engines, it will jeopardize American national security because it'll leave a void in our ability to launch military and satellite rockets.
Well, of course, that's not true. We have other outfits like SpaceX and Jeff Bezos' outfit and others that are working on rockets right now, many of which are successful. And obviously, if that's our last option, then we would take it. But it's the authorizing committee that calls these shots, not the money committee. And yes, they stuffed it into this bill in direct contravention to votes that were on the floor of the United States Senate. It is why the people of this country are angry at the way we do business here in Washington. It fuels the Trump mania.
But would there be a gap during the transition? I mean, it's going to take a while for the United States to come up to speed in developing and testing enough rockets to launch military and satellite spy.
I can assure you there will not be a gap, and I have confidence in these other organizations and their ability to do so. It doesn't cut it off immediately, by the way. It's a little bit complicated, but the fact is that we had testimony, we had hearings, we had votes in our committee, and they stuffed it into a 1,000 or 2,000 page bill in the middle of the night. It's disgraceful.
All right. Senator John McCain, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.